Hello everybody, welcome back to Cyber Politics. In today's video, I've decided to do a updated 2022 midterms prediction. We're going to do both the Senate and the Gubernatorial. Before we get started, if you have not yet, go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already to see more of these predictions. So yeah, let's get right into this, starting with the Senate prediction. So, starting with safe Republican states. By the way, the Democrats have seen in a lot of the polls. I know what they say. Don't trust the polls, but in a lot of polls, Democrats have actually seen a reduction in support lately. And you can even go onto Let's Talk Elections' channel, as biased as he is, but you can go on his channel and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, anyways, safe Republican states would include Iowa, Utah, pretty easily, both of the Dakotas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas too, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina, and Kentucky and Indiana, both. And if Chuck Grassley decides to run again, then possibly Iowa. I mean, I don't know. Iowa isn't safe Republican yet, so I won't exactly put that there yet. And now safe Democrat states: Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii. Once again, I've seen people put Colorado safe Democrat for the Senate, but I'm not going to do that because Colorado's not exactly there yet, and I don't think it will be in 2022, especially if 2022 ends up being a good year for the Republicans. Illinois, though, will definitely go safe Democrat either way. New York going safe Democrat. Vermont, of course, Connecticut, and Maryland. They're all going safe Democrat. So that's what we have for safe states on the Senate level. Let's go to likely Republican states. Again, Iowa. I think Iowa will end up going likely Republican, even with Chuck Grassley, because I've seen a lot of memes in the local community about Chuck Grassley, and even AFM, America First Mapping. Go subscribe to him, by the way. He made jokes about, he made like a Chuck Grassley universe or something. It was pretty funny. Alaska, I could see going maybe likely Republican, possibly even Ohio. It just depends on what kind of Republican runs in Ohio, but I definitely see it going likely Republican for now. And now likely Democrat states: Colorado, because it's not exactly to the safe point yet, but it could get there soon. And really, that's about it. That's honestly actually it. So let's talk about lean Republican states, shall we? I think North Carolina. Did I seriously forget to put Florida as likely? I think Marco Rubio will easily go back to the Senate in Florida, but for lean Republican states, North Carolina, I actually have going lean Republican, and New Hampshire, Chris Sununu there. I think he could easily be elected to that Senate seat in New Hampshire. Let's talk for a minute about Georgia. Now, I've heard things about Herschel Walker saying that he might not run, but this is on the assumption that Herschel Walker actually does run. This is on the speculation that Herschel Walker actually does decide to run by the end of the day. So I'm actually not going to put that lean. I don't want any more angry people in the comments that I already have right now. Wisconsin. I think Ron Johnson is a really good candidate to win in the state of Wisconsin. If he doesn't run, then we'll get Mike Gallagher. It's really not a big deal. Okay, I'm just going to go west to east for the last four seats. So Nevada, not going to lie, a lot of Republicans will disagree with me, but I see Nevada going tilt Democrat because Catherine Cortez Masto, still a popular Democrat in the state of Nevada, and I see her possibly going back to the Senate, maybe by a tilt margin. Arizona, I'm going to trigger a lot of liberals now, but Arizona, I think, will go tilt Republican, especially if Blake Masters does decide to run. Before, I was all closed-minded about Arizona, thinking it would go likely D. Boy. Anyway, Arizona, I have going tilt Republican for now, on the assumption that Blake Masters is actually going to run. Georgia, I have it going tilt Republican for right now on the simple basis that Herschel Walker will run in the state of Georgia, and on the assumption that John Fetterman will be the Democrat in Pennsylvania, then I have the Republican Party picking up Pennsylvania by a tilt margin. I know I'm going to anger a lot of people with this, but this is my actual new updated prediction for the Senate. And now we move on to the gubernatorial. This is probably going to anger a lot of people too. But Virginia and New Jersey are actually not up in 2022, and assuming that they're both going to go blue in their off-election years, off-year elections, then we're just going to go ahead and color those in safe blue because they're not up in 2022. Anyways, safe Republican states: Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, probably South Carolina, and Vermont too. Probably Maryland. I mean, that's not. Oh my God, that is not Maryland. That's Massachusetts. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. So, safe Democrat. California, of course. Hawaii, not Colorado. Please stop putting Colorado safe Democrat, people. Illinois. Maryland, honestly, I see Maryland as an automatic flip to the Democrats. Because it's, of course, a deep blue state, and Larry Hogan, the Republican governor there, is term limited. I mean, he's a rhino anyway, so he kind of has to go. But, yeah. I mean, better rhino than Democrat, am I right? But anyway, New York, I think, would still go safe Democrat. And that's actually about it. Oh, probably Oregon, actually. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Now, likely Republican states, probably Kansas. I see Kansas as an automatic flip to the Republicans. It went blue in 2018, but remember, 2018 was a blue wave year, so this is a possible red wave year that we're talking about here, so we have to consider that Kansas is definitely going to flip. Texas, likely Republican. Alaska, likely Republican. I have it going likely Republican. Iowa, definitely going to go likely Republican. Ohio, probably going to go likely Republican, especially if DeWine is primaried and we get a Trump-like candidate to run in Ohio. Then, yeah, that's definitely going to go likely Republican. But, yeah, get DeWine out of there. He's basically just a rhino who doesn't need to be in office anymore in the state of Ohio. Please get DeWine out of there. Florida. I used to be a little more sure about Florida, but now that things have happened to taint Governor DeSantis' approval rating in the state of Florida, I'm not too sure. I mean, obviously, if he's up against Freed, then I think it'll go by a likely margin. But if he's up against Christ, then it'll probably go lean. And in a worst-case scenario, I have Christ winning by a tilt margin in DeSantis' worst-case scenario. But on the assumption that Christ is running, then, yeah, I won't color that in for likely. Now, likely Democrat states: Colorado, New Mexico, Connecticut, Rhode Island. I think those are all going to go likely Democrat. Probably Maine as well. Oh, actually, New Hampshire could depend. New Hampshire could depend on the candidates, to be honest. Minnesota probably likely Democrat. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, with the rest of these states, I'm just going to go west to east at this point. So, Nevada. Not going to lie, I see it tilting Republican. I see Steve Sisolak losing in Nevada. Possibly to someone like Adam Laxalt. No, or like Dean Heller or something. Who knows? Arizona, I have it going lean Republican. Actually, no. I'll bump that down to tilt Republican. Because I don't actually know who's going to run in Arizona yet. And yada, yada, yada. Florida, again, this is on the assumption that Crist is running against DeSantis. I think it could be lean Republican in the state of Florida. If it was freed, then it would easily be likely state. But since this is Crist we're talking about, then it could probably be lean. Wisconsin. No. I'm not gonna put it lean. I'm actually gonna put it tilt. I don't know. New Hampshire, I don't know who's going to run, and it's usually more red on the gubernatorial level, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it lean Republican for now because I have no idea. Georgia, actually, I have it going tilt Republican. I think I see Vernon Jones maybe eking out a win there. Michigan. I see Gretchen Whitmer losing in Michigan. She is a terrible governor, and I could easily see her losing to a Republican. So, Gretchen Whitmer, I could easily see her losing in Michigan. She's a terrible governor. Anyway, let's talk about Pennsylvania for a minute. Not gonna lie. I could probably see Pennsylvania going red. Especially if this is a red wave year that we're talking about, and in which 2022 probably will be a red wave year. I'll probably make a video later on in the week explaining why 2022 will not be a blue wave year. But yeah, this is my gubernatorial prediction. This is my Senate prediction, and this is my gubernatorial prediction. In the Senate, 53 for the Republicans, 47 for the Democrats. In a best case scenario, then flip Nevada, definitely, and yeah, in the Republican best case scenario, then flip Nevada. But in a Republican best case scenario, all they can really get is 54. But in a Democrat best case scenario, then you hold Nevada, obviously, you flip Arizona, you probably flip Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, flip Pennsylvania, hold New Hampshire, hold Georgia, probably flip Florida, and Missouri. I don't know. There's been speculation on the left about Missouri supposedly flipping blue in 2022, but I don't think it's going to happen. Talking as a native Missourian here. North Carolina, I think, could flip in a Democrat best case scenario. So that's 50. That's 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I think the best the Democrats could possibly do in 2022 in the Senate is expand their lead from 50 to 55, and that in itself would be terrible. But honestly, I don't see the Democrats gaining. I don't see them expanding in the Senate in 2022. I expect the Republicans to take back the Senate, and of course, I expect them to take back the House. But I just can't in any part of my mind see the Democrats really doing that well in 2022, especially considering that we have such a bad president right now, and our bad president happens to be a Democrat. So, yeah, just saying. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this prediction. If you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so I can make more of these. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Peace out.